All right, we're back to work on the Cressida. Got back from the Ridge a couple hours ago. Took a quick nap. So what I want to get done today is transmission bolted up so we can push the car back out. Get it on all four. Get it on all four jack stands. Get everything. Get as far as we can. And the transmission's bolted up. So I guess it's time to get to work. All right, so got the fuel lines hooked up. We'll see you later. You're good, Nick. Fuel lines are hooked up. Ground is hooked up to the engine. Bye, Nick.
Bye.
That's up here is hooked up. Also, downpipe is back on. O2 sensor. What else did I fucking hook up? Coolant overflow plugged in. Coolant hoses on. Using this flashlight. Transmission's bolted up. You can barely see it. Drive shaft's in. What else do I have? I think that's about all we did. Radiator hoses are put on. Yeah, not a lot of work to do tomorrow. I'm pretty much done for the night. So, morning everyone, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are watching this. I don't know if this is going to be the start of another video or a continuation. But yeah, just doing a couple things on the car. The kid who is buying the MR2 should be here in about an hour or so. So it's going to be a little bittersweet. But yeah, went ahead and just made sure there was nothing in there. Good old welded. Cleaned up the housing so I can put a new gasket on that. Got the MR2 seated over there. Took it for a little spin around the block, just to, you know, warm her up a little bit. Has been sitting since I got started on this, and work picked back up. So it looks like I'm more than likely gonna pick up a white line sway bar kit because this sway bar does not work for my car. Probably, I haven't decided, but I might tap the holes in this LSD and just see if I can bring it back and fix it. But yeah, still got to do a bunch of little things on this. Probably gonna make that AN line for my power steering while I have nothing to do. Went ahead and picked up my old charge pipe because Adam, last night we made the executive decision that we're just gonna bring the whole car to him so that we can get it just right and perfect. So I got to order some couplers for that. He's got the piping, but we're gonna get the old one put in so we can get it running, get it started, bring it over to his shop, and once it's at his shop, we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the timeline a little bit because I am planning to drive it to Formula Drift Seattle on the 5th. Just have it out there for the weekend. It'd be pretty cool to just drive a cool car. But so tasks for today, if the time allows. Hook up my oil cooler lines, put oil in it, coolant. Also, I'd like to, gotta make sure all the clamps and whatnot are tight. Gotta bolt up the slave. Should be hanging down here. That power wire needs to be plugged, bolted to the starter. Get my skid plate on. What else would I like to do today? Oh, I gotta get my wideband sensor pulled through, put back in. And then hopefully we'll get fluid put in the diff, get it put in the car. And after that, the car should be able to come back on the ground. Oh, I gotta bolt up the rest of this fender. And then I still haven't put the fog lights on this bumper, but if I get to it, I get to it. If not, it'll just go back on the car like this so that we can rip this thing to atoms. So yeah, coolant, a couple of vacuum lines need to be ran and plugged back in. We need to get the throttle cable pulled back through the firewall, which sucks a little bit. Oh yeah, we need to put the shifter back in it, plug the ECU in, make sure all that's good. Double check a couple things in the trunk for the wiring. And yeah, this thing, if all goes as planned and I'm not kind of just nonchalantly lazying around while I'm working on this car, it'll hopefully start back up tonight. Right, so quick update, we're still waiting on the guy to show up to come take a look at the MR2, but in the meantime, I did get a couple things done on the car. Just doing the things I can. I don't really want to get under the car with people coming because I don't want my back all dirty, but or going ahead and putting fluids in the car, so currently getting some coolant in there. Got the upper intercooler pipe put in, secured, lower one's in there, intake is on, looks pretty good. When I get underneath, I just got to do those 2 oil lines and we can put oil in it. Also when I go under, oh yeah, went ahead and cleaned this thing up, resealed it, got some fluid in it, good old welded life. Yeah, when I get underneath it, that'll have to go back on, diff will go in. Another thing that I probably could do, but I'm not too sure, is put fluid back in the transmission. What else did I do? I think I did a couple things in here. Dang, this thing needs to be vacuumed out again. But yeah, just got to plug in the ECU. I might make a bracket to properly mount the ECU so it's not just hanging. But yeah, also got the wideband sensor put in, tightened up. So that's all good. Yeah, got a couple clamps on things. Got a clamp for this, tighten that up. Catch can is all routed, tightened up. Oh, I did get that vacuum hose for the wastegate actuator routed in, more so boost gauge. But yeah, so that's the... What's up, everyone? Sad time at the garage. The MR2 sold. Seems like it's going to a pretty good home, so I'm pretty excited to see what this kid does with it. So yeah, that'll be fun. Little heartbroken that one of the projects that I've had for quite a while is no longer mine. But yeah, I got a couple more things done on the car. The oil line's hooked up. I don't know if I showed you all this, but the upper pipe is in. Fluids are in the car, so I got oil in the engine. Radiators pretty topped off. Transmission's filled. Also got the, if y'all can see up in there, I don't think you can, but got the slave bolted up. Got that power wire for the starter hooked up. What else do I have to do? Oh, got the ECU plugged in. Need a kind of little ghetto mount out of duct tape since I don't actually have a mount for it, but just so it's not on the floor. We did that, got the shifter put back in. Now I gotta run a couple wires for the starter, get the mid pipe on, diff in, and yeah, kind of looks like it's gonna rain, so, and I'm kind of running out of energy, getting a little tired here, but maybe I'll go ahead and, since I found out that new impact does actually have the torque to brake, or to send self-tappers in, I might just throw the fog lights on real quick, get them in there, get them on the bumper. I want to say we're actually, yeah, we can actually throw the bumper on the car now. So that'll be pretty all right. What the hell is that? Just some little grease on the radiator. So yeah, doing pretty good, making pretty good progress. Might take a break for a little bit, go do some things. Yeah, well, now I have more money, so the last few things that I'd like to do on the Cressida should be getting done pretty quick now. So I won't be able to deposit the money till tomorrow, but as soon as the money is put into my bank account, every last thing for this car is going to be ordered so we can crank it out, and I hopefully don't ever have to worry about this car again. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know, a couple little things that I want to get is definitely that hood vent. Might end up getting a Cusco strut bar for this if it'll fit with what we're working with here, because I do have a bunch of little stuff. Still need to make a quick run to the parts store to get some hose for the power steering stuff. Need to make the AN high pressure hose. And yeah, we're slowly running out of things to do, which is kind of scary. Because now I'm going to get bored and just be like, oh, yeah, hood pins are put in. But no, like I was saying, it's probably going to end up getting to those times where I'm like, it's just the last little thing. I'll do it tomorrow or something. And yeah. But, so yeah, this is, we're officially down to 2 cars in my possession, which I want to say is actually the least amount of cars I've owned at one time in the past 2, maybe 3 years. So, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can actually get some help, because this thing's pretty heavy and it'll be a little bit of a struggle for me to balance it on a floor jack by myself, but we'll do what we can. Let's see a little bit. Okay, that's on the trans. Yeah, I spilled a little bit of gear oil, filling the trans. Little stupid things that, you know, not paying attention when you're adding fluids into a car. But yeah, we'll update you guys again whenever I decide to take a break, another break. Oh, still gotta put the throttle cable in and tighten up my clutch pedal. But yeah. All right, what's up everyone? This will probably be the last update for this video. I'm pretty much getting pretty tired, done for the day. I gotta take some time to prepare for the week, for the work week, but did get a couple little things done. It's not too much. I tried to find the hoses for my power steering pump that I'm gonna need, my regular rubber low pressure hoses, but couldn't find them. I did find one. I'm able to use one of my old hoses from one of the old pumps. It's still good, so I'll show you that. As you can see, barely, but we got one hose on down to the rack put in. So there's that. I figured out the actual size of this other port that I'm gonna need. So it's actually off of this little 4AF there, but this hose right here is the perfect size. So I just took a piece. I'm gonna bring that with me and go back to Napa tomorrow after work and see what they can do with that, so I can have that done. Yeah, there's just a lot of little things to do. I'm getting pretty tired, so I got that done. Other than that, I haven't really done much. Took a bit of a lunch break. Ran to the parts stores to see if I could find that hose with the dimension that I got. Wasn't able to find anything, so yeah, hopefully in the next video and tomorrow after I go run around, I gotta deposit some money, run back to Napa, get gas in the old Corolla. If I can get someone to come over and possibly help me, we'll get the diff in and everything that I haven't gotten done yet, which is diffs going in. I need to get my skid plate put on, put the wires for my starter back in the car, so route those. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something every time. Oh, clutch pedal, throttle cable, get those put back in. So pretty much as it is now, the passenger side of the car in the engine bay is done. This is all good to go. So all we have to do is tackle all this crap on the driver's side. But on top of that, still gotta get the mid pipe put in the car, which I hope that clamp is actually still on that hanger. Oh, thank God it is. So get that put in, which hopefully we'll have enough time tomorrow. More than likely it will bleed into Tuesday after I get out of class, after work. We'll get that, figure out when or if I'll have time to do the fog lights on the bumper, get the bumper mounted, fenders bolted in all the way, hood on, battery plugged back in, and fire it up. Realistically, that's probably not going to happen until Wednesday, which is perfect timing because that's actually when the adapter fittings for my power steering pump and rack come in. So, and in between all of that, I'll try to find some time to make the AN line for the high pressure hose. So I'll have that all set up. Got the couplers ordered for the new charge pipe. Next week, we'll just take the whole car down to Adams and we'll do it there in one shot. I'm also kind of debating, the car's not tuned yet, but it runs pretty good without a tune for now. Tempted to put one of my sets of burner tires on it, and when it starts up, take it down to Mexico and do a couple burnouts. Just let this thing eat. She's running full synthetic oil now, so there's oil in it. And we actually have no leaks, which is surprising, but we'll find out if that changes after we put some pressure behind it. So got that done. Oil in the transmission, oil's in the diff, coolant is filled. So it's just getting tired. It's Sunday, so this will be it for this video. If you guys have any tips for anything you'd like to see, ways I can improve on filming, or however to make the experience a little better, anything cool you guys want to see, just random people driving by my house, little things like that, any ideas that could make the channel a little bit better, more entertaining. I know me as an individual, I feel like I am not that funny, not that entertaining to watch, but I hope it's, you know, you guys like seeing at least the progress on this car. Can I get this right? Yep, on that car. So, just looking at parts. I actually have an HKS 7M downpipe that I need to list for sale because I can't use it on my car, so that will go up. Need to, at some point, meet up with Santos to get that gear set for the spare transmission. And then, yeah, tomorrow after I go to the bank, tomorrow night, we're ordering every last little bit that I'll need for this thing. So an ECU to put in the car. That'll be a whole adventure on trying to wire this thing up. ECU, seats, harnesses, sway bar kit. I want to say that's it. This car wasn't that far off to start off with, even before I took the engine out. We're getting closer and closer, and then possibly getting the material and taking it to my buddy Nate to get an actual harness bar put in the car. But yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video.